Hey guys, Kaido today with another YouTube video. I know it's been a while, but we're going to resume the YouTube content starting from today. And I'm going to give you guys a tier list on, in my opinion, the best carry junglers. I'm a very strong carry jungle player since I've played jungle. And just recently, I've become more of a meta slave, learning the meta. If you guys see my Korean accounts, that's like 700 OP right now with like 70% win rates. And I have very good experience on what can really carry games, what champions are very good in certain games, etc. And I'll give you guys a tier list on what I think are the best champions. I do also have guides for some of these champions, like for Kha'zix, Graves, Kindred, Viego. I'll be also making more guides on that. Other champions like Xin Zhao. Xin Zhao is one of my most played actually. Currently on the Korean server. Always like up there. This is my second account where I'm way more locked in while I play the game. My first account was, I was doing really well, and then like I don't know, I just like got sold for fun, I guess. But this account I'm way more locked in. Pretty high win rates. 650 LP, not 100, but you know we're gonna be pushing for Chow end of season, and then looking to grind for rank 1 next splits on the new season. I'll be making a lot of videos regarding the new season. I'll be also streaming today, most likely, when you see this video uploaded on YouTube today or tomorrow. And yeah, as you can see, I'm pretty. Not every champ is a meta slave champ, but I've been playing a lot of Xin Zhao, Ivern, some Jarvan games, Viego, Sejuani, and stuff. Then sometimes I play my niche champions like Karthus. I tend to just pick champions in very good spots usually. That's why I'll have pretty good win rates because I know when champions are going to draft. Of course, that is a knowledge thing, understanding when they are. And you can't just learn that overnight. It takes time to understand when champions are good. But I'll give you guys, this tier list would be based off just consistency on what champions are very good to carry on in general. So let's start off with, let's do like a little like list. And, let's fill out the champions first, like from like best to worst, and then we just fill it in. So to me, Kindred, of course, one of the best champions to carry on. Let's just put Kindred and Karthus. I think these two champions are way too good in the jungle role. In terms of worst champion, we all know me, bro. I dislike this bro. Like, honestly, bro. Like I gotta put it F tier, bro. Like this champion is just a bad champion. The higher elo you go is just worse. The champion is just prone to inting once you play versus people who know how to use their mouse. As simple as that. As harsh as that sounds. What's another champion I think is not the greatest to carry on? I would say a champ like. Oh, the jungler's so. Okay, let's put like mastery up here too. I'll say Trundle is like pretty bad. I think majority of the time. Don't think he's that great as of recent seasons. I think his build path is very shit, and I think he's just a better solo laner than jungler. I think his spikes and solo lane are very strong. You can get beats from level 1. In terms of jungle, you can only be really picking to like Sejuani, maybe Skarner, but I feel like Skarner doesn't even struggle versus these matchups like Olaf and like Trundle because like the champion is just way too useful later on. Anyways, he has too much CC. I think that's the reason why Skarner is just so OP. Where is Skarner, by the way? Am I blind? Oh, he's right here. Oh, he just doesn't. It's not the new one. To me, I would say Skarner is like B or A. I think depending on the elo, he could be higher. So I'm gonna put him B. Viego, I'm gonna put him A tier. Kha'zix I would put lower in these two champions just because Kha'zix needs specific conditions. While Viego is just a straight up team fighter. One reset, you win. Mastery is just a very basic champion. I think Mastery can be B or A tier, not S tier. The reason why, okay, let's talk about S tier real quick. So I'm gonna put Graves up there too. The reason why these champs are S tier is because they have a lot of damage in their kits, and also they're very mobile. Not Karthus, but Kindred and Graves are, and when they get kills, they will just take over the games. Having mobility in SoloQ, like dashes and just a lot of movement speed, is just very OP because you get to places faster and you outplay people. Karthus is a special champion because champ just does damage to 5 champions with his ult and just farms very well. That's why he's very disgusting. So that's where the argument will come. Oh, Nidalee could be an S tier champ. Yes, she can be, but I would say like if you're very good, if you're like OTP level, so let's say like OTP level S tier, because to me you don't really need to like OTP these champions, but I feel like for Nidalee, I think she's very OP, we're very good at her, but you have to be an OTP. Belveth, very cheesy champion. I think I'll put Belveth like, okay, now I can, okay, for the tier list, let's clarify it now. So the way from S to F tier it will work, it will depend on how consistent they are. I think I already said that already, and like specific conditions they need. So sometimes, let's say for Belveth, for example, it could seem very OP some games, but that's because something happened in the game. So you were able to get multiple cheeses off, and you were able to keep snowballing over and over. But thing is, not every game. Let's say, so in Korea when I was playing Belveth, if I didn't get the Raptor invade off, the Wolves invade off, and wasn't able to really snowball in terms of golds, my champ was just useless compared to a Graves, a Viego, a Skarner. Like the other champions, they don't need to force conditions. Like they don't need to force cheeses. It's just like Shaco, right? Shaco, though it can be a great champion, if it doesn't get its like cheese off. So recently, when I played with Shaco, especially in Korea, they will do their Raptor starts. I don't know if you guys seen the YouTube videos. They will do Raptors to put 3 boxes or whatever. Then they will run to your camp and then try to fight you. If that doesn't work, that's extremely bad for the game, and they have to like keep double downing. So to me, yes, that could work some games, but it's not very consistent. So when actually let's just show you. So I actually have a Shehu game. Okay, wait, bro. Why can't I find it? Okay, let's talk about Nunu first, right? So I have a Nunu game here. I played yesterday. Look at my comp. So I picked my champions. So they already locked in what, Viego, Kalista, I think. I already had Talon, Kai'Sa, and I had a Jace hover. When I see lanes like this, like my lanes especially, with very volatile lanes on any team, Nunu's a great champion. Just like how like Nunu's great here, Jarvan's great here, Zin's will be great here. Shaco, I guess, could be great. Reason why is because ganking is very OP in the game. When there's 3 lanes that are going to be very volatile, playing a strong ganker is better than playing like Graves or Kindred. You could play Graves or Kindred, of course. It's not bad, but I'd rather play something that can gank and get my lanes ahead. So that's a way you can view when to pick good champions. Let's go find my Shaco game real quick. So, okay, for this game specifically, I knew they had a Shaco TB on every team. That's the reason why I denied it. But when you look at their comp, all very squishy champions. Shaco can kill squishy champions, but cannot kill tanky champions. So I just level 2 ganked. And look, 0-9, 1-5, 2-10. I just kept going bot mid. I killed their top once with Singe. Like, that is how like, when you should pick, like, very cheesy champions. Xin Zhao, they'll have played him a lot. To me, he's just a great champion just because he can be a very strong carry and he can be a strong engager and strong tank. So he can do many jobs in the game. He can be anything in the game. Sometimes he might look like a complete shit stain, but sometimes your team comp might just need a shit stain. They might just need a tank. Like this game, if I was on Xin Zhao, the game might have just been hard. Like I had to be on a tanky type champion to start the fights. The reason why we won this game is because I started the fight, got someone half HP because I'm playing Xin Zhao Ritz, and then my Vlad would kill their team. That's why we won this game. Me and the Blitzcrank just kept sending it for my Vladimir. That is why certain champions can be stronger in certain points. But again, this list is going to be more about consistency. What is stronger on the average, like more than average. Talon, I would say, would be like C tier, B tier. Honestly, I got Skarner. Like Skarner is just so OP. Like, to be honest, I would say he's S tier even. I think if you're in GM plus, Master plus, I think Skarner is an S tier champion in my opinion. I would say GM plus, Skarner's S tier. Below that, I would say he's A tier. So let's say for GM, okay, let's make this list more like Diamond Master. So I'll put him S tier or A tier. If you have a great duo, right? You have a great AD carry player, great mid laner, play Skarner for them. Champ's OP as hell, bro. Like straight up. Kha'Zix would say needs specific conditions. I would put Xin Zhao like here probably. Just because, again, remember how I said he can be a carry or a shit stain? Jarvan, I think I would put here. And as you can see, like Kha'zix can beat like Xin Zhao and stuff. So like in Jarvan, that's why I put them maybe on the same tier. What else? Nunu. I would like to put Nunu here, just because he's a cringe ganker, and people Nunu in SoloQ is about inflicting mental pain on the enemy laner, tilting the ever living shit out of them. So I would put Nunu there. Ivern, I think I would put him C or yeah, I would put him C. He's not that great in lower MMR, I feel like. Fiddle, bro. Fiddle has to be OP in lower MMR. If you know how to clear on him, like, if he gets level 6, you just ult people on repeat. Like, actually. It's maybe like Wukong. Like, Wukong just has to be good. Vi, I would say, is like right here. Vi, it kind of depends on Dying Master. I think it's like kind of a hard champion to pull off. Just because you can get punished. And like, yes, she can kill single targets very well. But if you don't really have teammates, it's kind of hard just to 1v9 the game, I would say. So I'll put it here. It doesn't feel as consistent. Let's put Rengar here. I'll put Rengar and Kha'Zix kind of in the same tier usually. Okay, now I can fix this a bit. Let's put Dana here. I actually think Zac is very OP. Let's put Jarvan here. No, Jarvan cannot be that high. I would say Wukong is a lot higher. Wukong is A tier. Yeah, let's put something like this. Left to right doesn't really matter in my opinion, even though I'm adjusting it. Let's put Nunu here, just because he's a combo flip champ. As you can see, a lot of flip champions are C tier, because it's just flip. Some games are just very flip, in my opinion. Of course, like if you're very good, like let's say Talon, you could be a lot higher on this tier. But again, like skill level matters on certain champions, so I would say for the average player, it would look like this. Warwick. I mean, maybe he's like up here, low key. I mean, he kind of shits on everyone here too. Like, okay, you know what? Let's make another row. S tier ganker, S tier ganker. Like, actually, I would say Nunu is so OP in SoloQ, at least. Let's put it a bit lower. What the fuck? What does do? Okay, let's put him here. Lee Sin. Very good if you OTP it. It should be a good OTP. Very, very good. You should be very good mechanically on the champion. I think Rek'Sai, though he can be a very S tier ganker. I like to say it's like an IQ check. If people forgot how to play against it, then you can 1v9. But I think champ is actually like not that great in my opinion. Though you could pick him into like champs like Lee Sin, which Rek'Sai counters. Into Jarvan is not bad. Into Kha'Zix is not bad, but I just don't think champ is that great. Like, I feel like it's too weak. It needs to really like punish. If it's just farming, it's kind of useless. If it's spam ganking, can be good. I kind of want to put Jax here. I think Jax can be a great champion. Put a B tier, but it needs to farm a lot. That's no issue. Even though it's a great ganker, it still needs a lot of gold. I feel like a lot of gold and XP. So that's where we put Hecarim. Over here, I think Hecarim's a very good champ. Actually, honestly, left to right matters. Let's just keep it at that. Like, but like these guys are, it's like all the same, really. Gragas. I think it's a strong ganking. I think farming was, it's like kind of whatever, but I think ganking was very OP champion. Get those Dark Harvest stacks and you just one shot at people with Lichbane Shadow Flame. That should be the build. Nocturne. I think Nocturne is also a B tier. There's a lot of B tier champions. I think B tier is a very flexible row because they can go up and down. Like A tier is way more consistent, I would feel like, over these champions. I don't know. Actually, that is a good farming champion solo queue. Maybe Nocturne can go higher, just because having a level 6 like ult button to kill a champion is very good in SoloQ. Echo and Evelyn. No, it's like kind of like flip, I would say. Kane. Kane can be B tier. I think could be B tier. Depending, it has to be if you have a good form. If you have a good red form game, good blue form game can be really good. Same with Gwen. Great farmer. Needs a lot of gold. Needs a lot. Just needs a lot of gold actually. It's not an XP. You just need level 11 really, but you need a lot. You need like 1 item, 2 item. Natural Riftmaker. Great S tier ganker. Volibear. This champ is just cheese as hell. Sejuani. I mean, good in higher more because you can play with the Austin stuff. So I would say like, let's put in like S tier ganker potentially. Poppy, just very cheese. Lilia, it just has to be a great SoloQ champion. Has to be up there, A tier. Let's put Fiddle in S tier. I think Fiddle is just such a broken champ. Let's just put Skarner here. Vigo here. Vigo, 1 reset, GG's, you know, that type beat. I think Wukong can also be up there. Also, let's put Skarner back. I think these champions are very good in SoloQ. Talia. Comp dependent, I would say. But it's not that bad of a champion. Solace jungle, very cheese. Rumble jungle, I think can be A or S tier. Yeah, it can be up very high. But I don't know how good it is anymore, to be honest. Because when it was meta, playable back then, it was very strong. So like I can't say, you know. So if anyone knows if Rumble jungle is still viable, I think it could be, but I don't think it's strong. That's strong right now. But I think if it gets any buffs, it could be A tier easily A tier. Oh, Udyr. I think this champ sucks now, though. I think it got nerfed too much. I do think though, if you play Udyr, I think 80 Udyr is low-key OP. I tried it once in Korea. I'm pretty sure it could go hard. Like Eclipse, Strybreaker or some shit. Try for Strybreaker on Udyr. I actually think can be good. Could probably go higher, but I'm not sure. Elise, S tier ganker. Pantheon, I think is also S tier ganker. Yeah, these are pretty good gankers. Brand jungle, I think is very weak. This also same tier as Rumble. I have no idea, to be honest. Shyvana, I have no idea. This champion, Amumu, also split S tier ganker. Again, this tier list is more for like Domain Master, but I do say which champions can go higher if you are a more higher elo player. And for gold and emerald players, I mean, just play whatever you want, to be honest. Like, if you just play the champion well, you will climb. Of course, some champions are easier than others, so it just depends on your skill level more than the champion itself. If you are very good mechanically, you can play more tougher champions. But if you're not that great mechanically, then you want to play easier champions like Skarner. And let's say like Xin Zhao is a very good champion. A lower MMR player can play. Let's put Rammus in S tier too, bro, honestly. It looks like we got it like pretty much thinned out. Let's see, S tier. Yeah, I would say this is a pretty good list. I feel like, and of course, like 3 of the champions I play are up here. I mean, you know why? They're just great at carrying the game. Very OP. Kha'Zix very low, just because it needs certain conditions. It's very hard to just pull it off. You have to be very good at adapting to the game pace, just like Kane. Kane and Kha'Zix need to really adapt to what's going on the map to really be able to take, to really seize the opportunity that in the game. Otherwise, they're useless. Hecarim, very good. I think Hecarim can go higher, to be honest. Potentially, but again, depends on comp. I'd say in terms of consistency, these champions, I would say, yeah, I like this tier list a lot. Very good. Yeah. If you guys have any questions about this tier list, let me know down in the comments below. If you want to see more types of videos like this, where I talk about just champions in general, I'll be releasing more guides. Probably I'm going to try to work on some in Korea. If I'm unable to, then I'll just do it when I'm back home. Still in Korea for another 2 months, so I'll be grinding. But yeah, thanks for watching. Let me know if you guys have anything in the comments below, like I said just now. And yeah, hope to see you guys on stream. if you guys do watch the stream, and I'll be back to upload on YouTube every day. Hope to see you guys in future videos. Peace.